How to meet a girl and not embarrass yourself. Today we will talk about it. Girls will also find it useful to know what men are afraid of when they sit quietly on the sidelines and sadly watch a stranger walk away. Let's discuss the most common fears of men to delve into the essence of the problem. The fear of rejection is the most popular fear when it comes to meeting someone, and it's not in a soft form. He has already prepared himself, gathered all his strength, approached, and got rejected. His self-esteem is at zero, the sparkle in his eyes is gone. After such an experience, he won't dare to try again. He gains some experience from it, like, I approached, got rejected, and I feel terrible. I won't approach anymore. Or he decides to get drunk or use a dating site where he can present himself in the best light and maybe even lie a little. When a girl notices that a man is looking at her and realizes that she likes him, she needs to give the man a green light, show that she is open to conversation. She turns away demonstratively, and the man thinks that she is not interested in him. Then the girl wonders why he didn't approach her. It turns out that everyone ends up with nothing. But there are nuances here. You can smile and be friendly to everyone around, be the most radiant person, and still not achieve the desired effect. The secret is to smile specifically at the person you want to approach and make sure he notices it. The second most popular fear when it comes to meeting someone is the fear of consent. You would think, what's there to be afraid of? But when a guy is scared, it happens. The girl agrees, takes your number, and you start waiting. What if she doesn't call? What if she does call? What do you do then? Where do you invite her? In principle, you can think about it endlessly, and it will only lead to nervous breakdowns. There are only two options in such a situation. Either you call her yourself or you wait for her to call. What if she doesn't call? What if she does? In any case, waiting for a call from a stranger, even the most beautiful one, is not worth the anxiety. Fear of being bold is the fear of public opinion. Men care a lot about what others say or think about them. They are afraid of looking foolish. They sincerely believe that if a girl rejects them, everyone around will witness this humiliation. But no one cares. Everyone is only concerned about their own problems, complexes, and fears. And even if someone sees something, they will forget about it in a couple of minutes. So, forget about it immediately. Or, here's another example. A man approaches a girl who is surrounded by her friends, and these jealous hens engage in a dialogue, mocking the man. It's better to take him aside from your friends, especially if you like him. Stereotypes and lack of confidence are the reasons for all the fears mentioned above. Imagine a situation. A beautiful girl sitting alone at a table in a cafe for a long time, and no one approaches her. It's elementary. Men are afraid of her beauty because they feel insecure. Of course, some brave souls never lose hope and approach even in the most baseless situations. There's nothing to lose, of course. It can be even simpler. When a man looks at a beauty, stereotypical thoughts come to his mind, like she might not be single, she might be a capricious girl, she might need his imaginary millions to get to know her. And while he's scared, the beauty gets up and leaves alone, sad that no one approached her. The man just didn't want to waste his energy on offering her a conversation. He admired and left, maybe out of laziness or maybe he already has a girlfriend. And it's not worth getting upset or thinking about it for more than a minute. So, what can a man do to stop being afraid? Firstly, approach indirectly, not the girl directly. You can ask a question under some pretext, like asking for directions to a street or a subway station. They won't refuse to answer. Then you can ask leading questions and start a casual conversation. The fear of being used is related to finances. It's a real scourge for modern men. They consider their wallet as a secondary sexual characteristic and value it a lot in the early stages of communication with women. Men often wonder if a woman genuinely wants to communicate with them or if she has some selfish motives. Maybe she wants a free meal? It's ridiculous to be stingy when it comes to treating your loved one. What else can you talk about besides that? There is also the fear of comparison. Everyone wants to feel unique and the best, so this fear arises during conversations with a girl when she starts talking about her acquaintances or social circle. The man thinks, if she has a friend who rides a Bentley, and I have a Prius, she won't want to date me. This is not entirely unfounded. He constantly compares himself to other existing or potential admirers of the girl, wondering if he is cooler or not good enough. So, don't go overboard. Choose someone on your level. Don't start screaming about how beautiful her car is and that your dad gave you a Chevy. Even if you don't like him, smile, show that you are busy, be courageous, but never react rudely or trigger his unnecessary complexes. And now, let's move on to practical advice. Demonstrate confidence and openness when approaching someone in real life. Non-verbal signals can work in your favor. Remember to have open body language, maintain eye contact, and give a genuine smile. Offer help if you notice someone struggling, like carrying heavy bags or asking for directions. Strangers who help a girl usually gain her sympathy. However, don't confuse politeness with being pushy. Excessive persistence is not attractive. Usually, if someone says no, it means no. Don't try to comment on what she is doing on her phone, even if she doesn't cover the screen with her hand. It's invasive and crosses personal boundaries. Instead, use the environment as a conversation starter. If you are at a concert or an exhibition, chances are your tastes align with the girls, making it easier to find a topic to talk about. It can also be everyday places like shops or cafes, or even the gym. Utilize the surroundings as a reason to start a conversation. For example, ask for recommendations on what product or dish to choose, noting that the girl seems like someone trustworthy. Make a compliment, but avoid cliches like, "Your eyes are as beautiful as a waterfall," or "Your hair is like a ruby." Also, don't go overboard with originality. It's excessive to mention that she has the thickest fingers in the world or perfectly curved teeth during a first meeting. If you are not confident in your speaking skills, simply approach and admit that you find the girl interesting and attractive. Sincerity is better than any rehearsed pickup lines. Radiate a sense of safety during the conversation. Real-life encounters are almost always unexpected, and everything happens suddenly and unknown. Therefore, be tactful, polite, and never invade a girl's personal space. Otherwise, the rush of emotions will scare her away, even if you did everything else right. A pretty girl is not necessarily a spoiled brat. Approaching someone on the street or in the subway is not scary, and if a girl doesn't call, it's not the end of the world. Remember that all fears, insecurities, and obstacles in meeting someone are just exaggerated fantasies. While we play out a whole scenario of rejection in our heads, we build up so much anxiety that we no longer need any interaction. But in reality, all it took was to approach and find out what would happen. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Happy watching!